December 23rd and 24th. It's almost Christmas Eve. It is Tuesday and Wednesday. There is the sun entered Capricorn. We should all get proper. We should all sit nicely and have our little briefcase and act like grown-ups. But the moon's in Gemini, so who cares about that? We get to talk because it's almost Christmas Eve and it's my dad's birthday. What a great combination. Having Capricorn with moon in Gemini. Capricorn's so serious, and now we're really getting into that flavor of the family, and we're getting a little nervous, and do we got to sit next to who, and who's doing the dishes? But the moon's in Gemini tickling us, and just so you know, we're headed towards a big fat full moon when the moon will come opposite the sun. The sun will be in Capricorn, the moon will be in Cancer, not quite yet. But can you feel the full moon energy building? This is the nature of Christmas Eve, number one. The energy starts to build, and those little songs are everywhere in every single store. And we're wearing our little outfits, and we're packaging our little packages, and we're cutting things up and wrapping them up. And it can be the funnest, spirited thing in the whole world, Christmas, especially if you're a kid. Or this can be a really sad time. So if it's a sad time and you're like, where's my family? And no one's really around, and I don't really have friends, and I'm all by myself, then you got to go find yourself someone to give to. The big trick with Capricorn this whole next month, Capricorn's gift this life is to be in service with a genuine desire to change the planet. That's what I love about Capricorn. And the moon in Gemini loves to talk about it. So that's what's going on. And then that full moon energy makes you feel a little more vulnerable and a little more edgy, standing in line, waiting to buy the presents. Oops, who did I forget? You know what? You can change the whole story. That's what we've been talking about, all these videos with Astrology Answers and Debra Silverman, that you don't have to buy into the line that Christmas time has to be miserable or it has to be all expensive. You can rewrite the story and be the present yourself. So when we're at 0 degrees of Capricorn, the very entrance of this energy, it's really the refined, sophisticated, practical people in the world who seek excellence, and they only want to do it right. And they have a real identification with getting the A+ answer, 100%. Those are the people that need to relax a little bit because it's Christmas Eve. Really let yourself just relax. Know the moon's in Gemini. We're coming to a full moon, and your job for these next few days is to just tickle yourself and call people and see who you can socialize with. And if you don't have someone to call, then just find someone you can give to, because whenever I'm lonely or I'm feeling disconnected, the soonest way for me to get out of that, like this, is go to a Starbucks and sit next to someone and say, can I help you? Or what's going on with, just be the one that initiates. That's Capricorn. That's the leader. That's how you get to be really successful. You become the giver. And with Moon and Gemini, I could just talk and talk and talk, but I'm going to let you go off and go get your Christmas presents. And remember, you're the present, and you don't have to buy the lie that you're alone and lonely just because you're by yourself. There's lots of invisible friends watching you. Trust me. Astrology Answers, Debra Silverman, and have me for a Christmas present. And P.S., my radio show is on. So you go to Debra Silverman Astrology, you click on radio, and I'm on Empower Radio. The show's called Tell Me a Story, and I'd love to tell you a story. Free readings. Now there's a Christmas present.